welcome to 2000 Trees. Welcome to the heat out here.
Thank you.
Yeah, what's it like being back in the UK?
It's incredible. We just spent some time in London recently. It was probably one of the most special and unique shows of our career, so we're feeling good about it.
So why was that? Why is it one of the most special and unique shows? You can't just leave that out in the
That's
open,
a pretty
can
big
you?
statement, right? To just leave it. So typically we try to engage this sort of stage level bravado where we feel as though we have control of our show, we have control of ourselves, and this self-possession while on stage. And we didn't have any of that in this one, and it was beautiful. You know, it was everybody else's, and everybody else includes us, but it wasn't about a band. It was about everything and everyone in that room, and it was just so, I don't know, I almost felt like I was being performed for, in a lot of ways, but for the crowd to us. That's how it felt, at least. Yeah.
It sounds pretty memorable, and kind of what you want for a farewell tour as well. What's it been like going back to all the places that showed you love over the years?
I mean, that's been, again, it's just a reminder, huh? I think especially like Letlive, there's certainly for me at least, there was levels of self-deprecating, behavior and self-abandonment, and to sort of feel fulfilled and cared for in this way has been really beautiful. And again, like, we are reminded of why we even did it in the first place.
Yeah. Do you feel like you'll miss it?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, how could you not? Like, how could you not miss that? Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be a dishonest answer.
Well, I don't think we would be doing it if it didn't mean enough for us to miss it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's a part of us.
Yeah.
What have been some of the most memorable shows or moments over the years, looking back now?
Over the years?
I mean, for me, I do remember Download, our first time here at Download, being just like feeling like we had arrived. Like we came to the shores of the UK, and it was kind of our first like kind of major slot on any sort of festival ever, right?
Yeah.
I think that, and so to feel as though people were waiting for us was a new feeling for us. We didn't really know what that felt like until probably Download, right?
Yeah. We had like no phone, like no cell phone service at the time, like no maps, no direction, no transportation.
That's right, we got lost.
We rented a car, drove on the wrong side of the road.
Asking for directions.
Opposite, everybody's giving us wrong directions to the fest, and then we finally made it there.
Yeah.
And that kind of shaped the future of our career, really. I mean, that performance really did it. So
Yeah.
forever grateful for that.
Definitely integral.
Yeah, and also I think Warped Tour was in 2013 when the butterfly landed on your hand just by chance. One of the most beautiful moments ever.
What happened there?
We were performing on Warped Tour, and there was a butterfly, and I was like, oh, like trying to incorporate it in the set, whatever. But then we thought it had died, because it came, and then it kind of seemed as though it just sort of fell to the floor. And then this is literally during Mother, and so I picked it up in my hand, and I picked it up like this, and wanted to give it like almost like a eulogy, impromptu eulogy, and I went like this to kiss it, and then it like started moving again, and it flew away. And it was right in
breath
the
of
middle.
life.
Yeah. I mean, it was right in the middle of that break in Mother.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, for me, especially at the time, staunchly agnostic, borderline atheist, it really helped me believe in something divine. That moment. I'm not even saying that. Like, that's for real.
I mean, that sounds like a really special memory, and like almost like a peaceful contrast to your stage show. Otherwise, like, speaking of Warped Tour, like I saw that video on your Instagram of things getting a bit chaotic, smashing up drums. Yeah. What was that?
That was just Letlive. That was just Letlive. We've been doing that since we was kids. Like, I think it's quite interesting to see the reaction or the perception of it now. And this is a point, and I say this with the most respect and love to anybody that feels some type of way when I say this, but if you feel some type of way, it's probably because you need to hear this, is that this level of sterility and homogenization and safety, but for safety's sake, as in it's performative. We need to understand that progress comes with risk. There's a sense of danger, and there's a sense of beauty in all of that. And that issue to me was such a microcosmic representation of the lack of distress tolerance that we have as a culture, that I think we need to really reflect on how we can go out and understand there's a much wider and more dangerous world that we can defeat if we need to. But being upset with or afraid of somebody punching through a drum that they own is wild. Like that's like the least of any of our
Like
problems.
a foreign language.
That is
to us.
crazy. Yeah. Because I mean, it's your problem if you break your drums. You know, that's
And-
not anyone else's problem.
Again, but like I said, like socially to me, socially speaking, I think that is the thing is we're so distracted with the internet. You know, we could be spending all that energy typing, talking crazy. We could do all that in our community, maybe to our homies, and talk about something that could actually be affecting change or even on a personal level. And I think the internet offers us so much distraction and escapism that we lest we forget there's a whole world out there that deserves our energy and deserves our fight to change it.
That's, I think, a beautiful transition into wrapping it up with the words of what's your final message to people out there?
I mean, how you're gonna upstage that?
Stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated for sure.
Yeah, stay hydrated. Show love to people around you, please.
Yeah, there's a world out there that deserves your fight. So choose your resistance, whether that be activism, mobilization, or even just choosing to be happy in a seemingly cold world. Like choose an act of resistance for sure.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for taking the time and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.